Hi everybody, Bearded Rogue here, and today I wanted to talk about two design-related things that I'm participating in that I'm very, very excited about. I'm not going to be talking about any of my designs. Instead, I'm going to be telling you about two things that I'm currently going to be participating in that will be good opportunities for other designers, or just in general cool things going on in the industry. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the Board Game Workshop podcast is actually doing a game design contest. And I am one of the judges. I've never been a judge on a contest before. I've participated in contests, but I was asked and gratefully accepted because it's something I've been interested in trying and looking at. There's something to be said for looking at other people's work with a critical eye, for learning how to develop your own stuff going forward. Plus, it's another opportunity for me to give back to the design community, because if I can look at people's games and presentation videos and rules and summaries and that sort of stuff and give them feedback that actually helps them going forward, then that's just another win as far as I'm concerned. More great games will come from this. So I'm very, very excited about this contest. It has officially started. I will go ahead and probably put a link either in the description of this video or in the tweet where I tell everybody about this video. But entries are open. The first round of the contest is beginning. There's a whole bunch of judges. Lots of really cool people from the industry are going to be looking at games and giving feedback and advice, and very, very excited to be a part of it. I look forward to seeing what everybody throws out there and where they go from here. So there are three stages. Round one is basically September 20th to October 1st is the idea. We've already started receiving submissions, because why not? But in round one, everybody is basically, you submit a pitch video of no longer than 2 minutes and a description that's no longer than 500 characters. And then everybody's going to go through and look at all of the entries, or at least some of the entries. I don't think every judge is going to look at every entry, but I'm going to make an effort to try to look at every entry and give some feedback. Basically, from that point, any games that are chosen to move on to round two will then ask for a full PDF of rules and a how-to-play video, as well as an updated text description, still no longer than 500 characters, but maybe updated considering feedback from round one. And then after that, we'll get to round three, which is basically November, December timeframe. Wherein we will play the 5 games that we choose to move on to round 3, and then judge based on actual gameplay. So that's kind of the structure of the contest. Round 1 is basically started, and we're going to be looking at everything and just kind of going from there. I'm really, really excited about this because, like I said, I've never participated in a contest as a judge before, and it's going to be really cool to see what everybody's up to. I love hearing about other people's prototypes and seeing the creativity that our community creates and fosters, and so this is like a win-win scenario for me, being able to take a look at everything without having the mad rush of being a contest entry myself. So that kind of covers that one. The second thing I wanted to talk about is that I'm actually going to be part of the first ever Board Game Design Lab Ignite conference, which is coming in September. It's going to be an online conference, so you can attend from wherever you have an internet connection. It's happening September 29th, which I know overlaps a few other events and stuff. I don't know if it's going to be recorded for watching later, but it's going to be a really good time. I'm super excited about it. I'm going to be one of the speakers. I'm specifically going to be addressing prototyping, what you should include in a prototype, how you should make a prototype, places you can go to get useful things for prototypes. I'm just going to kind of do a deep dive into prototyping in general. That's my specific subject matter. And each speaker is going to be given like an hour, which includes question and answer time, to just kind of go over their topic, answer questions about their topic, and then it'll move on to the next person. It's going to be a pretty big deal. So far, we've gotten, let's see, myself, probably the least cool person on the list, Jamie Stegmeyer, Cassie Friedman-Caffrey, J.R. Honeycutt, Marshall Britt, Daniel Zayas, Senfeng Lim, and Carla Kopp from Weird Giraffe Games. I'm sure there will be more people announced, or at least I think there will be more people announced, depending on availability of speakers. But I'm really excited to participate in this. Yet again, another way for me to give back to the community. Prototyping and rapid prototyping and iteration is something that I've gotten to be pretty good at this point. Working on as many different designs as I do, it's a skill that I've had to develop. And I've learned a lot of shortcuts, particularly for people who aren't as skilled at the InDesign, graphic designer side of things. So I'm interested in being able to share my knowledge with people and just kind of give you guys an idea of how I do what I do, and give you the opportunity to steal anything that you think might work for you. This, game design is more art than science, but like a science, the more input you have, the more measurements and data that you have, the better you can accomplish what you're up to. And so just giving everybody a whole bunch of tools and giving everybody a look at, what all I do, hopefully can help people get to the point where the games are on the table and being played faster. Because you can't put it on the table until you at least have a functional prototype. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to address. Really excited about this conference. The speakers are all really, really phenomenal people who know what they're talking about and know what they're doing. So I'm hoping to learn a few things here as well, based on that. But very, very honored to be asked to speak. Hoping that my conversation will be useful for people, and I hope that you're able to make it. Or if you can't, that there will be some sort of a recording that could potentially be put out there for future use for people. But that's it. Some game design stuff that isn't my designs. I'm really, really excited to be engaging with the community again in yet another capacity, because obviously I'm not doing enough. Anyway, so I wanted to let you guys know about those, and look forward to either reading your submissions for the design contest, or, sharing with you a little bit what I know about producing prototypes at the Ignite conference. Either way, thank you guys for listening, and I will see you tomorrow.